Welcome to my channel, HD Rare Coins111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Have you ever looked at a coin and wondered if it could be worth more than just its face value? Well, in the world of coin collecting, some coins are worth far more than their original intended value, and one such coin is the 1999 Washington State quarter featuring Delaware. This particular quarter holds a fascinating place in U.S. history, as it was the very first in the U.S. Mint's 50 state quarters program, which began in 1999. But beyond its historical significance, this coin has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists due to certain characteristics that have made it highly valuable. If you think it's just another quarter, think again. There's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye, and its value has climbed to heights that will leave you astounded. The 1999 Delaware Washington State quarter was the first coin released in the 50 state quarters program, marking a major milestone for the U.S. Mint. Delaware was chosen as the first state to be commemorated because it was the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. The design on the reverse side of the coin features a depiction of Caesar Rodney, a well-known figure in Delaware's history, riding horseback to Philadelphia to cast his vote for independence. The words, "the first state," appear above the image, emphasizing Delaware's role as the first state to join the Union. The coin's design was carefully selected to reflect Delaware's historical importance, and it became a favorite among collectors for its representation of a pivotal moment in American history. However, while the design is rich with historical meaning, the real story behind this coin lies in its rare qualities that have made it so valuable over time. The 1999 Delaware Washington State quarter, like many other coins in the 50 state quarters program, was minted in large quantities. In fact, millions of these coins were produced and distributed across the country. So, how does a coin that was so widely circulated become valuable? The answer lies in the rare versions of this coin that have surfaced in the world of numismatics. These rare versions are often the result of minting errors or unique characteristics that make them stand out from the regular, everyday quarters. One of the most notable features that can significantly increase the value of a 1999 Delaware quarter is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, leading to a coin that is different from what was originally intended. For example, some 1999 Delaware quarters were struck with a double die error. This happens when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a doubling effect on the images and text. These errors are relatively rare, and collectors often pay top dollar for coins with this kind of flaw. When you come across a 1999 Delaware quarter with a double die error, it's a unique find that could make the coin worth far more than its original 25-cent value. Another type of error that can be found on the 1999 Delaware Washington State quarter is a misaligned die. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is not properly aligned, causing the design to appear off-center or skewed. While this may seem like a small imperfection, it can significantly increase the value of the coin, especially if the misalignment is extreme. Off-center coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are so rare, and they make for a striking addition to any collection. Of course, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. While most people are familiar with the idea that coins in excellent condition are more valuable than those that are worn, many don't realize just how much of a difference it can make. A 1999 Delaware quarter that is uncirculated, meaning it has no signs of wear and has been well preserved, is worth much more than a quarter that has been in circulation for years. In fact, some of these quarters, particularly those with minting errors or in pristine condition, have been known to fetch incredible amounts at auctions. So, how much can a 1999 Delaware Washington State quarter be worth? While most of these quarters are worth only their face value of 25 cents, some rare versions can command astronomical prices. One particularly rare 1999 Delaware quarter, featuring a unique minting error and in flawless, uncirculated condition, recently sold for a staggering $53,000. Yes, $53,000. It's hard to believe that a coin that was originally worth just a quarter can be worth that much, but that's the reality in the world of rare coin collecting. A single mistake, or a small imperfection during the minting process can transform a coin into a valuable collectible that collectors are eager to add to their collections. The 1999 Delaware Washington State Quarter is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. It's a reminder that there's so much more to collecting coins than meets the eye. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just getting started, always keep an eye out for rare minting errors, unique variations, and coins in excellent condition. You never know when you might come across a hidden gem that's worth $53000. So, the next time you flip through your spare change, take a moment to examine your quarters. That simple 1999 Delaware Washington State Quarter could be the key to unlocking a small fortune. After all, you never know what treasures might be hidden in plain sight. Top 2. Have you ever wondered if that ordinary quarter you come across could be worth more than just 25 cents? Well, in the world of coin collecting, some seemingly common coins can fetch a fortune, and one shining example of this is the 2002 Ohio Washington State Quarter. This particular coin, part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, has gained significant attention from collectors due to its unique design, historical significance, and the potential for rare variations that can turn it into a highly sought-after treasure. Released in 2002, the Ohio Quarter was the 17th coin in the 50 State Quarter series, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to honor each state with a unique quarter design. Ohio, the birthplace of U.S. presidents like Ulysses S. Grant and William McKinley, was represented on the coin with a design that highlights the state's rich history and heritage. The reverse side of the Ohio Quarter features an image of an astronaut and the famous Wright brothers airplane, paying tribute to Ohio's contributions to the field of aviation and space exploration. With the words, "Birthplace of Aviation Pioneers," inscribed, the coin honors the legacy of the Wright brothers, who made the first successful powered flight in 1903. While the design of the Ohio Quarter is visually striking and carries significant historical meaning, it's the rare versions of this coin that have truly captured the attention of collectors. The 2002 Ohio Quarter, like many coins in the 50 State Quarter series, was struck in large quantities, meaning that most of the coins released were not especially valuable. However, there are certain versions of the 2002 Ohio Quarter that have emerged with rare characteristics, minting errors, or unique features that make them incredibly valuable. Minting errors, in particular, are one of the biggest factors that contribute to the increased value of a coin. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in a coin that is slightly different from the intended design. Some of the most sought-after 2002 Ohio Quarters feature errors like double die strikes, where the design appears twice on the coin due to a misalignment in the minting process. This type of error is highly collectible because it makes the coin stand out from the rest, with some collectors even willing to pay top dollar for these rare variants. A double die error on a 2002 Ohio Quarter can make the text and imagery appear doubled or distorted, which is a key indicator of the minting mistake. This makes the coin unique and highly desirable for collectors who specialize in error coins. Another type of minting error that can increase the value of a 2002 Ohio Quarter is an off-center strike. This occurs when the die that strikes the coin is not properly aligned, resulting in a coin that is misshapen or has parts of the design cut off. These types of errors are rare and can make a coin even more valuable, especially if the misalignment is significant and clearly visible. Off-center coins are often considered more valuable than perfectly struck coins because of their unique appearance, and collectors are always on the lookout for these rarities. Beyond the minting errors, the overall condition of the coin also plays a major role in determining its worth. A 2002 Ohio Quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch far more than a coin that has been in circulation for years. Coins that are well preserved, with no signs of wear or scratches, are always in demand. Collectors who specialize in high-quality, uncirculated coins are willing to pay a premium for a coin that looks as if it just came fresh from the U.S. Mint. The condition of the coin can greatly affect its value, with coins in mint condition often selling for significantly higher prices than those that show wear and tear. So, what's the value of a 2002 Ohio Washington State Quarter? While most of these coins are worth just their face value of 25 cents, certain versions of the coin, especially those with minting errors or in perfect condition, can command a much higher price. For instance, one 2002 Ohio quarter with a rare minting error, combined with its pristine condition, recently sold for a staggering $44,000. Yes, you heard that right, $44,000. This is the kind of value that makes collectors drool with excitement, as a simple coin that was once worth just a quarter can now fetch tens of thousands of dollars on the open market. It's hard to believe that a coin so seemingly ordinary could be worth such an incredible amount of money. But that's the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, what seems like just another piece of pocket change can turn into a valuable collector's item when it has a unique characteristic, such as a minting error or exceptional condition. The 2002 Ohio quarter serves as a perfect example of how rare variations can turn an average coin into something worth far more than its face value. If you're a coin collector or just starting to get interested in numismatics, always be on the lookout for coins like the 2002 Ohio quarter. Whether it's a minting error, a coin in flawless condition, or a rare variation, you could be holding on to something worth a small fortune. So, next time you find yourself with some spare change, take a moment to look at the quarters in your collection. That 2002 Ohio Washington State quarter could be the next big find, potentially worth $44,000. It's a reminder that sometimes, hidden treasures are closer than we think. Top 3. When we think of coins, it's easy to assume that they're all just pieces of currency used for everyday transactions. But in the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, some coins hold hidden value that far exceeds their face value. Take, for example, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar. On the surface, it might seem like just another coin from the late 20th century, but dig a little deeper, and you'll discover that this coin has gained remarkable attention for its potential worth in the collecting world. Whether you're an experienced collector or just beginning your journey into the world of rare coins, the 1979 Washington quarter is a prime example of how a coin's true value can be hidden in plain sight. Released by the U.S. Mint as part of the ongoing series of Washington quarters that have been issued since 1932. The 1979 Washington quarter retains the classic design featuring George Washington's portrait on the obverse, surrounded by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date. The reverse of the coin displays an eagle, perched with its wings outstretched, symbolizing strength and freedom. Although the 1979 Washington quarter appears to be a standard coin, there's a story beneath its design that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The true value of the 1979 Washington quarter comes from the specific characteristics and rare features that some versions of the coin possess. In 1979, millions of these quarters were minted, making them relatively common and easy to find in circulation. However, there are rare versions of the 1979 quarter that have emerged, featuring minting errors or other distinctive qualities that set them apart from the rest. These unusual features, whether they be mistakes made during the minting process or the coin's condition, can dramatically increase its worth, often by a factor of hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. One of the most significant factors that can drive up the value of a 1979 Washington quarter is a minting error. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the production of the coin, leading to a variation from the intended design. Common minting errors include double die strikes, where the design is stamped onto the coin multiple times, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the text or image. For the 1979 Washington quarter, this error could appear on the inscription of "Liberty," or even the eagle on the reverse side. Double die errors are highly sought after by collectors because they make the coin much rarer, and the more pronounced the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another common minting error for the 1979 quarter is an off-center strike. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, resulting in a coin that is slightly or significantly off-center. While this might sound like a minor flaw, it's actually highly prized by collectors, as off-center coins are incredibly rare and often look visually striking. The 1979 Washington quarter's off-center variation can make the design appear lopsided or incomplete, and these coins often fetch a much higher price than their perfectly aligned counterparts. The condition of the coin plays an equally important role in determining its value. Like any collectible, coins that are in pristine condition are far more valuable than those that have been heavily worn from circulation. A 1979 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition, meaning it has no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, is far more valuable than one that has been tossed around in pockets or spent over the years. Coins in perfect condition can sometimes be found in rolls that have been kept by collectors, or from those lucky enough to have stumbled upon a coin in perfect shape in their everyday transactions. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, free of any wear or damage, are more attractive to collectors, who are always in search of the best specimens to add to their collections. Now, you might be wondering, how much can a 1979 Washington quarter really be worth? While most of these coins are worth just 25 cents, a rare version of the coin, especially one with a minting error or in mint condition, can command extraordinary prices. Recently, a 1979 Washington quarter with a significant minting error and in exceptional condition was sold for a staggering $54,000. Yes, you read that correctly. A coin originally valued at just a quarter was sold for $54,000. It's hard to believe that something so simple could turn into such a valuable treasure, but that's the reality of the world of coin collecting. This serves as a reminder that in the world of numismatics, a coin's true value isn't just based on its face value. Instead, it's determined by a combination of factors, such as rarity, minting errors, condition, and collector demand. The 1979 Washington quarter is a prime example of how something that appears ordinary at first glance can actually be worth far more than expected. So, the next time you come across a quarter, take a closer look. If it's a 1979 Washington quarter with a minting error or in great condition, you might just have a rare and valuable coin in your hands. In the end, coins like the 1979 Washington quarter remind us of how fascinating and rewarding the world of coin collecting can be. With a little knowledge, patience, and attention to detail, you too could stumble upon a coin worth far more than its face value. You never know when you might find the next $54,000 coin hiding in your change. Happy collecting! Top 4. If you're a coin enthusiast or someone who's simply curious about what could be hiding in your spare change, then you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 1987 Washington quarter. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but as we explore its history, design, and rare characteristics, you'll see how this seemingly ordinary coin has captivated collectors and has been known to fetch impressive prices. Hold on tight, because you may just be surprised at how much the 1987 Washington quarter could be worth. The 1987 Washington quarter was minted as part of the regular series of quarters that have been in circulation for decades, featuring the well-known design of George Washington's portrait on the obverse, with the eagle and olive branch on the reverse. The design has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1932, making it one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. However, despite being produced in large quantities, this particular year, 1987, stands out for a few interesting reasons. While the 1987 Washington quarter is not considered an especially rare coin in terms of its mintage numbers, it's the unique qualities and subtle variations that make this coin particularly valuable to collectors. There are a number of reasons why certain 1987 quarters are worth far more than their face value of 25 cents. These reasons often involve a combination of factors such as minting errors, exceptional condition, and the rarity of specific variants that make them desirable to numismatists and investors alike. One of the primary factors that can significantly increase the value of the 1987 Washington quarter is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors are what they sound like, mistakes that happen during the production of the coin, which can result in a unique variation. These errors can occur for a variety of reasons, such as misalignment of the die, overpolishing of the die, or a coin being struck more than once. Minting errors can make a coin visually striking and create a higher demand among collectors who are looking for unusual and rare versions of commonly issued coins. A particularly sought-after error found in the 1987 Washington quarter is the doubled die error. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped more than once, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the images and text. For example, in the case of the 1987 quarter, you might notice that the inscription of Liberty, or the word "In God We Trust," appears slightly doubled, making it appear more prominent than usual. These types of errors are extremely rare and make a coin far more valuable, as collectors view them as one-of-a-kind items that add a unique flair to their collections. Another important factor that can boost the value of a 1987 quarter is its condition. Like all collectible items, coins that are in excellent condition are far more valuable than those that are worn or damaged from years of circulation. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they have no visible signs of wear and have been well preserved, can be worth much more than a coin that has seen heavy use. An uncirculated 1987 Washington quarter in mint condition is highly prized by collectors because it offers a pristine example of the coin's design, free from any scratches, dents, or discoloration that could detract from its appearance. In addition to minting errors and condition, rarity also plays a role in determining the worth of a 1987 Washington quarter. While millions of these coins were minted, some versions of the 1987 quarter, particularly those with rare errors or those in near-perfect condition, are far harder to find. Coins that are rare due to a limited supply or specific variations tend to command higher prices in the market. Even though the 1987 Washington quarter was produced in large numbers, the few that feature significant errors or remain in uncirculated condition can be worth a small fortune. So, how much could a 1987 Washington quarter really be worth? While most of the 1987 quarters are still valued at face value or only slightly more due to their age and condition, the rare versions with minting errors or exceptional condition can fetch far higher prices. For example, a 1987 quarter with a double die error or one that is in flawless, uncirculated condition can easily be worth tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, a particularly rare and highly sought-after version of the 1987 Washington quarter was recently sold for an incredible $47,000. That's right, $47,000 for a coin that was originally worth just a quarter. This just goes to show how much value can be hidden in the most unexpected places. Whether it's a minting error or a coin that has been preserved in perfect condition for decades, the 1987 Washington quarter reminds us that in the world of coin collecting, sometimes the smallest details can make all the difference. It also highlights the thrill of searching for valuable coins in your spare change, as you never know when you might stumble upon a rare treasure. The value of a coin is often determined by factors like rarity, demand, and condition, and the 1987 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how these factors can elevate the worth of a coin beyond its initial value. If you're a coin collector or someone who's just starting to explore the world of numismatics, keep your eyes peeled for rare minting errors, uncirculated versions, and unique variations. You just might find a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. To sum it up, the 1987 Washington quarter is more than just a piece of history. It's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. And who knows? That simple quarter sitting in your coin jar might just be worth $47,000. Top 5. In the vast world of coin collecting, there are some coins that are simply unforgettable. They may look unassuming at first glance, but when you take a closer look, they reveal their true value, and in many cases, they can be worth far more than their face value. One such coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike is the 1974 Washington quarter dollar. This seemingly ordinary coin, minted over 4 decades ago, has become one of the most sought-after quarters in American numismatics, and for good reason. If you're a coin collector or just someone with a keen interest in rare finds, you're in for a treat as we dive into the fascinating world of the 1974 Washington quarter dollar. First, let's take a step back and look at the history behind the Washington quarter dollar. The coin was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. Featuring a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, the design has remained largely unchanged for decades. However, while the design has remained iconic, certain years and specific versions of the coin have become far more valuable due to a combination of factors like rarity, unique errors, and exceptional condition. The 1974 Washington quarter dollar is part of a series of coins produced by the U.S. Mint that continues to capture the attention of numismatists. In 1974, millions of quarters were minted and circulated, meaning that finding a 1974 quarter in your pocket change today isn't an uncommon event. However, not all 1974 quarters are created equal. While most of these quarters are worth just 25 cents, some versions of the 1974 Washington quarter have distinctive features that make them stand out from the rest. These features are what make the 1974 quarter particularly interesting and, in some cases, incredibly valuable. One of the key factors that contribute to the value of a 1974 Washington quarter is the presence of rare minting errors. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin production process, leading to a coin that is different from the intended design. For the 1974 Washington quarter, certain minting errors, such as double die strikes, have made specific versions of the coin much more valuable than their counterparts. A double die strike happens when the die used to stamp the coin becomes misaligned, causing the design to appear multiple times on the coin, often in a slightly doubled pattern. In the case of the 1974 quarter, you might notice that the words, "Liberty," or "In God We Trust," appear doubled, which can be a telltale sign of a double die error. These types of errors are considered highly collectible and, as such, can significantly increase the value of the coin. Another error that can increase the value of the 1974 Washington quarter is the presence of off-center strikes. When a coin is struck off-center, it means that the die used to mint the coin was not properly aligned, causing the design to be partially or completely shifted. This can result in a coin that looks distorted or unusual, and collectors often seek out these coins for their rarity. An off-center 1974 quarter may not be perfectly aligned, and parts of the design might be missing or barely visible. These off-center coins are seen as rarities, and collectors often pay a premium to add them to their collections. Aside from minting errors, the overall condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Like any collectible item, a coin that is well preserved is much more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. The 1974 Washington quarter is no exception to this rule. A 1974 quarter in uncirculated, mint condition is far more valuable than one that has been in circulation for years and shows signs of wear and tear. Coins that are well preserved and show little to no signs of use are always in demand, especially among collectors who are looking to add high-quality specimens to their collections. For example, a 1974 quarter that has been kept in perfect condition for decades can easily fetch far more than its original face value of 25 cents. The rarity of a particular version of the 1974 Washington quarter is another factor that plays into its value. While millions of 1974 quarters were produced, only a small percentage of them possess the rare minting errors or are in exceptional condition. Because of this, finding a rare or pristine 1974 quarter is a challenge, and that rarity drives up the price. Collectors who specialize in rare coins are always on the lookout for unique finds, and when it comes to the 1974 Washington quarter, a rare error or flawless specimen can make all the difference in terms of price. So, how much can a 1974 Washington quarter dollar really be worth? Well, most of these coins are still worth just their face value of 25 cents. But when you factor in the minting errors and high-quality versions, the price can skyrocket. In fact, a 1974 Washington quarter with the right combination of minting errors, such as a double die strike or an off-center strike, and in pristine, uncirculated condition, can be worth an astonishing $68,000. Yes, you heard that right, $68,000. A coin that was originally worth just a quarter can now fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction, simply because it has a rare characteristic, or has been kept in exceptional condition. This remarkable value serves as a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, appearances can be deceiving. What seems like an ordinary piece of currency might actually be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. The 1974 Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a seemingly common coin can become a valuable collector's item through factors like minting errors, rarity, and condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the world of rare coins offers endless possibilities for discovery. Coins like the 1974 Washington quarter dollar serve as a reminder that the value of a coin is not always determined by its face value. Sometimes, a small imperfection or a rare variant can turn a simple quarter into a small fortune. So, the next time you come across a 1974 Washington quarter, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just have a coin worth $68,000 sitting right in front of you,